You may have been lied to. For decades, the same rule has been repeated to us over and over again, since we started watching anime until today. But now that anime has become more mainstream and there is more power to keep making anime year after year, and also overwork people, is the 3-episode rule still valid? Surely you have used this rule at least once. The 3-episode rule is, as it's called, watch 3 episodes and decide if you want to continue watching the show or not. Simple as that. This serves to know if the anime you want to give a chance to will be to your liking and not waste your sacred time on something that might be garbage. Because we don't want to waste our precious time on something weird, right? And from the looks of it, it's a decent rule that helps you watch anime, right? And that may be true, but what I mean is to know whether by today's standards this could be applicable for today. Because as I said, today anime has become a bigger thing that it was a couple of years ago. And that's not the only thing, it's getting bigger over time. If you like waifus, subscribe to this channel and maybe, just maybe, your waifu will text you. Maybe. Look it, back then anime wasn't that popular. In fact, people will make fun of you if you watch any of those silly Japanese cartoons. So if you wanted to watch a new anime and ask for opinions, there wasn't much to look for. Yes, you could find someone or some post about that anime, but if I know something about weebs is that yeah, watch it, it's cool, is not enough. We didn't have as much information as today to know if an anime was worth watching. So the 3-episode rule is really efficient in that sense. But this rule may be outdated for today. Check this out. Of the 3 episodes, the first one has to be the strongest to hook you into the story. The opening episode serves as an introduction for the main character, for us to know his goals in life, personality, and especially for the creator to show that special theme for the whole anime. And I could tell you tons of examples. Like that note, here we meet Light Yakami, Japan's top student, so he's really smart but bored to death. He finds a paranormal tool to kill people and uses it to kill criminals. Another example is Bocchi the Rock. We meet Bocchi, an antisocial girl full of anxiety but amazing with the guitar, and she wants to become famous, so she seeks to be in a band. Do you understand what I mean? The first episode is extremely important because it's the first impression of the whole anime, and it wants to hook you as a viewer to keep watching it. But this is where the rule can fail, because there are many animes whose first episode didn't captivate some people enough. For example, Steins Gate, whose first episode is one that you have too much patience with because of its slow pacing, characters that are not your typical anime characters, and a strange direction that you only understand when you finish the anime. So if you have to depend on this rule and the first episode didn't explain all the introduction to the story, the theme, genre, the characters, etc., it will probably be difficult to keep up with the next 2 episodes. Obviously, based on this rule today as if it were years ago. Now, why don't we talk about the next 2 episodes? These serve to give you an idea of what the whole anime is going to be like, or what you can expect in the long run. I mean, the dynamics. All animes have their own dynamic depending on the genre. If we talk about an action or sports anime, we know that the protagonist has to overcome a journey and complete some kind of milestones. Or if we talk about a romantic or comedy anime, what are you going to be presented with is the interaction between each character in different scenarios. But here's where we have other problems. First, only 2 episodes are not enough to show you what all the anime could offer you. Well, at least not always. What I mean is that it's not a guarantee, especially for slow-paced anime, because you might get the wrong idea from the first 3 episodes but then skip a gem. Secondly, usually, but it doesn't happen that often, is that anime can change their own theme or genre in the run. This happens only when the manga that the anime is based on starts to lose popularity, so the genre changes to spice things up. An example could be Katekyo Hitman Reborn, where at first it was a comedy where the whole point is the interaction between this high school student and a baby mafia boss, and then it turns into a whole battle anime where they literally have to fight God at the end. Man, those shonens never change, eh? But that happened to Dragon Ball, from comedy to battle anime, a bit to Steins Gate, from detective story to a thriller, and you can even argue Evangelion, from a stereotypical mecha to, well, you know what. So, with the 3-episode rule, you cannot see the full picture of the anime. And I know what you have in mind. You can search a lot of opinions from people on the web to know about the pacing or if you have to skip some episodes. And that's exactly my point. Nowadays, you can find many ways to see if that anime is worth your time. You can go check reviews, videos about that particular anime, or even find out what the season recommendations are. So if you want to know more about Steins Gate, there's probably 10 videos out there telling you, hey, be patient, it's slow but it is good. And after 10 people tell you that, you will believe it. Not like back in the day. So is the 3-episode rule outdated? Well, no. And there's a way to keep using it. See, as I've said over and over again, anime is growing. And that means tons of animes are being aired throughout the year. So people will always recommend the best ones to you. You can even see it on your social media. Hey, that anime is trending. Mark that anime. The manga was awesome. This is going to be the anime of the year. And etc, etc. So at the end of the day, you're going to know which animes are going to be the best. Because everyone will be talking about them. And chances are you will watch them. So for those animes that have no attention, that you don't know if they will be to your liking, and there are not many opinions around them, this rule can work for that. For example, take this anime from this season, High Card. Have you seen anyone talking about this? No, right? And looking on YouTube, there are not many people talking about it, and the reviews, well, they cannot tell much just by reading them, especially when it's not a popular anime. So the best way to see if you are going to like it will be the 3-episode rule. And I assure you that you don't have to expect something great from this anime, because if it was something really amazing, people will be talking about it. And maybe it's an anime that you will like and not everyone else. But what do you think? Is the rule still true? What is your personal rule? Write in the comment section and I'll see you in the next one.